Hi everyone. I had a pleasure mentoring Annika here. It was an amazing experience. She designed the game, learned Python, learned JavaScript, how to do it, how to design the game. And the best thing was she didn't want to do it monotonously. Like this is tedious. I want to do it differently. And she automated every part of the project, which is never expected for somebody who hasn't learned any programming. And it was amazing to see how she designed a game, how she designed her levels, and she had it thought through entirely. And I was so proud to be a mentor. Check it out.
Um, Hi, my name is Annika and I'm in sixth grade. Next. My mentor Himica is awesome. She's really supportive, and in the beginning, she was very open to all ideas for my project that I came up with during our brainstorming time. She's a software engineer at Buzz Solutions. She's originally from India, and when she's not working, you can find her reading, building Legos, playing with her cat Pihu, and more. My project Nature Shots is a game where each level is a pixel image with scattered items that change per level. For example, in level one, there will be a handful of basic trees, some rocks, a beach next to a larger body of water, a river with a fish in it that flows into the body of water, and a bear cave. Each item is worth a certain amount of points, and the goal is to earn a set amount of points to move on to the next level. For example, a possible amount of points for level 1 would be to get to 15 points from moving your camera around. I chose this type of project because I wanted to learn more about visual code and Python code in general. So far, I have learned some Python basics, including variables, Boolean if-else statements, lists and dictionaries, and some game programming basics. In the future, I hope I can use this coding knowledge for more challenging games.
Annika, did you want me to go to the next slide? You have to show.
Oh, yeah.
Should I go to the next slide?
Um,
You want me to play this?
This video on the left is a recording of the experimental project we created that involves a square and a circle that moves around the screen by direction of arrow keys. You can't see it because of the zoom thing, but the terminal view on the side shows how we kept track of each key press and printed the total for each run. And then, and then the video on the right is a recording of the final project. Next slide. So first, I made the level images with the Pixel Art Maker website and uploaded them to the file. Then I made the camera, a movable Pygame rectangle. Next, I used the website shown at right to annotate each level image with polygons around each object. And then afterwards, take the coordinates of each polygon and run them through a function I created to transfer them into usable coordinates that I then used to draw the shapes. The reason I needed to do this is because I needed a way for the camera to sense each object and update the score. For the final touch, I added a level changing system that changed the list of polygon coordinates and background images per level. Next slide. The way you play the game is you use arrow keys to move the rectangle around the screen. If the rectangle collides with a polygon that was placed around an item, a certain amount of points is added to your score. Once you reach a certain amount of points, you will move to the next level and your score will reset. The game ends after you finish level 4. Next slide, please. My experience from the start to now has been amazing. I've enjoyed designing my game along with all of the challenges. One of the challenges that I've encountered was when I had a bug with the polygon coordinates. In the future, I hope to use the knowledge and code that I have gained to create a more unique project. Next slide. I have taken some Python lessons through Code Academy and learned how to use variables, lists, dictionaries, if statements, and functions. My mentor has also helped me with learning how to code with Pygame. Next slide, please. I just want to say that drawing all of the polygons on the level images was very tedious. I also think the whole experience of learning Python was very interesting. I found that the block programming website, Scratch, which I have used several times in the past, is just a simplified version of Python. And I found that made this whole experience slightly easier because I could very often be able to make a connection between what I was currently doing and what I have done on Scratch in the past. Next slide. Wait. Oh. It must not have updated. I deleted it. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Wait.
Next slide.
Thank you, and thank you, Himica.
All right, so what questions do we have for Annika?
I've got a question on the Zoom. Annika, that was really awesome. I particularly liked how you made the art yourself. But the whole concept of the game was really interesting. I was wondering what your inspiration was.
Honestly, I'm not really sure because I came up with the idea pretty late at night. Yeah, I think like the idea of like the camera concept of it came to me because in art, I think at the time I was currently doing the photography unit, so maybe that had something to do with it.
Great. Thank you. Great presentation.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Any other questions?
What was the most frustrating animal to draw on the polygons or the art to mock in the polygons?
Probably the octopus.
Wonderful. Any other questions? All right, wonderful job. Thank you so much.